Welcome back inside the historic pit post-game. New Mexico a winner over Highlands, 86-73 is the final in the last exhibition tune-up before the season gets cranked up for real Monday next week. Your post-game show brought to you by the Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino. Winning entertainment, including simulcast racing, live music, dining, the best games, and more. That's the Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino. Lobos knock off Highlands to take 2 exhibitions over a pair of Division II schools, both from the RMAC, CSU Pueblo and New Mexico Highlands. And now they get ready for Texas Southern. Next week on a Monday night in the pit, it is a double dip of Lobo hoops on Monday in the pit. Both the women and the men play right here on Bob King Court, 5 o'clock, 7:30. Why don't you just make it a full evening of it? Get off work a little early, get over to the pit, and watch both games. Sounds like a plan to me, Hunt.
Doubleheader. Yep. Remember, though, Lobo's men's tip off at 7:30.
7:30. Okay, we're going to take our first post-game timeout. When we come back on the other side, we're going to hear from a couple Lobos. A player of the game, for sure. A Lobo player will join us here post-game, and we'll also hear from New Mexico head man Richard Pitino. All that's still to come from the pit. Lobos 86, Highlands 73. Stay tuned on the UNM Sports Radio Network. We're back courtside in the historic pit postgame. New Mexico 86, Highlands 73 is the final. The postgame is always presented by the Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino. Winning entertainment, including simulcast racing, live music, dining, the best games, and more. That's the Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino. Again, Lobos 86, New Mexico Highlands 73. We're joined courtside by Lobo head coach Richard Pitino. And Coach Pitino, congratulations. A couple of exhibition wins underneath your belt. And Highlands gave the Lobos a good run tonight. What did you think about tonight's performance by your Lobos?
Probably similar to last game. We started certainly better. We started off great. Didn't sustain that towards the second half or second part of the first half. And then I thought in the second half, the Quentin Webbs, the Trues, that energy that they brought off the bench in the press, getting steals. We had 40-ish deflections. We'll go back and chart it. Q's been amazing for a guy who he never cares about what position he's playing. He never asks about playing time. He just stays the course, and he's taking advantage of an opportunity that we're giving him. He's making me play him. So a lot of good things. I thought Highlands, they exposed what we need to get better at, which is guarding the basketball. So a lot of good things, a lot of things to learn from. Hopefully we'll get House and Jamal Baker back and Isaac back this weekend, get healthy.
Coach, I was going to ask you that question. What after 2 exhibition games, test driving your team, what were the takeaways? What are the things that you learned the most?
Guarding the basketball. If teams are going to spread us out and just try to go one-on-one, we've got to take pride in squaring that ball up. I tried to go big. Sometimes that's hard versus a D2 team because they're just spreading you out and driving you. Mustafa doesn't have probably the foot speed for that. But I still like that lineup. I really do. I think you see our team can play a variety of ways, which is great. So a lot of good things, and I liked that they weren't easy games. I thought we were a little jittery, missing some free throws. Guys shoot 100 free throws every game day, and all of them were like 90%. We have an experienced team, but we also got to remember 8 of the guys have only played in the pit one time. So that was really good for us.
What about Nelly Jr. Joseph? And now he's over a week in town. He was just a couple of days in town on Thursday last week. What did you see from the big fella tonight?
Yeah, rebounds the ball well. Still some things he doesn't know what he's doing, which is totally normal. So we really need to take this weekend because it's going to get real on Monday, to get everybody on the same page. But he's big, he's strong, he plays hard. When you have JT and him in there in the kind of the front court, they can make some good things happen for sure.
Interesting that each of these exhibitions, Jamal Mashburn Jr.'s shooting was off in the first half, and then he exploded. And in the second half tonight, he looked like the Mash that we know and love. And he actually, on occasion, even brought the ball up for you tonight, Coach.
Yeah, well, because House is out, he was the backup point. I told him at halftime, he goes, man, I can't buy a bucket. I'm like, Mash, I don't think you're taking any bad shots. So just stay the course, keep shooting. They were trying to go under everything and just dare us to shoot. And the first half, we were playing a little bit of hero ball. Second half, we were moving a little bit more. We had some back cuts and key times. So the ball movement was way better. We have to be able to run offense with a variety of ways the teams are going to play us.
Coach, and that was one of the things we try to notice offensively. What was the strategy? And it looked like you had, and especially in the first half, some backdoor cuts just weren't connecting, but they connected in the second half. Was that the goal, was to spread the team and maybe get some backdoor connection?
Yeah, I think it was better because, honestly, they were near our bench and we were able to control a little bit more.
That always helps.
Yeah, no doubt, right? But we came out of some timeouts and some dead ball situations, and we have some backdoor plays. We thought they were open. I think part of it was they were sagging so much that maybe they couldn't see it. But we got maybe 3 or 4 in the second half that were really, really good. So
was that part of the strategy offense?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think at first we thought, okay, let's just shoot a bunch of jump shots. We had, I remember it was like looking at the box score, 17 of our first 27 shots were threes. And Nelly's not quite comfortable yet in running all of our stuff and throwing it down low. That's understandable, but we could still cut, move, attack the basket better.
I wanted to follow up on your comments regarding guarding the ball at the start of our post-game interview. And you mentioned the bigs and when they get switched onto a smaller guard, and you said that's going to happen a lot against maybe a smaller Division II team. But what about your guards in their on-ball defense?
Yeah, I mean, better, certainly, but still got to be better. And if they're going to take you off the bounce, which when they're playing 4 guards, now we got to block some more shots, and then we got to rebound the basketball. There's no excuse to be even. We were bigger at every single position. So we got to block more shots. We only got 4 blocks, which last game we had 14. And then we got to seal down and rebound more. There's going to be times with such quick athletes, they're going to go by you. We just got to do a better job of squaring it up 1 through 5. And if we do switch those ball screens, containing a little, we're a little jumpy on the ball.
Well, the value of a bench, right, is that's the best motivator on the defensive end, and you have that this year.
Well, and what people don't realize, and it's hard when you're building a program, I didn't have a lot of opportunities to pull a guy when they didn't challenge a shot. I did that to Mustafa. I did that to True Washington. Not in a berating, trying to put him down way, but now we've got options, and we still got 3 guys that are out who are key pieces to what we're doing. So the greatest motivator, as we all know, is the bench. And we've got guys who are taking advantage of opportunities when we sub them in.
One last one, the 17 turnovers last week on Thursday against Pueblo, just 7 tonight. Better work by you, maybe not as much defense from your opponent, a little of both.
We had a lot of unforced turnovers last game. They were certainly sagging, so they weren't pressuring us as much. But that was a point of emphasis. That was number 1 on the list. What we did a great job of was we turned them over 21 times, which was terrific.
Can't wait for Monday night. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you, guys.
Starts for real.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Lobo head coach Richard Pitino, our guest post-game. We'll step aside. When we come back on the other side, JT Toppin joins us. Lobos 86, Highlands 73 on the UNM Sports Radio Network. We're back courtside post-game in the historic pit. The Lobos knock off New Mexico Highlands in their final exhibition. The final score, New Mexico 86 and Highlands 73. We're joined courtside by a fabulous Frosh, one of the 2 members of this freshman class, so highly touted coming in. And 2 exhibition games into his Lobo career now, we're able to welcome in JT Toppin. JT, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent, and thanks for coming down courtside to be with us.
Sure.
What are the feels like? Let's start there. Just your first 2 games in the pit and your first 2 college basketball games. What's it been like?
It's been great. I was nervous at first, but when you get in the game and you score your first bucket, all that nervousness leaves, and you just start to get comfortable.
And it's just basketball.
Yeah, just basketball at the end of the day.
So, we watch you play and see so much upside with your length. And the play, just your post play. And tonight you were able to step out and knock down a 3.
Yes,
is that part of your game?
Yeah, I've been trying to extend my game, start shooting the 3 more, because I'm good in the paint, but I want to be good in the 3.2 perimeter too.
What do you think your role is on this team? What has the coach told you? Is it just being in the post or going outside? Or?
He want me to play the 4 and the 5. He want me to be able to play in the perimeter and in the paint, so I can stay on the court. Yeah, so I just been trying to figure out the 4 spot because I'm more like I've been a 5 most of my life. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's getting more comfortable.
That's what I wanted to ask. Growing up, have you had much chance to play facing the basket, or has a lot of it been down on the block?
It's been down on the block. It's been down on the block most of my life. But I'm getting better at the 4 spot. I'm starting to like it a lot.
What about some of these older bigs in that locker room and the mentorship they've been able to provide you?
Yeah, they're great mentors. Like, they just tell me what I need to do on the perimeter because I need help in that. They tell me what I need to do, how to get better, and to shoot the ball, get confident, shoot the ball.
What's that part like? Like, Coach talked about that when you guys are out on the perimeter and you get switched, onto a small, and you're out here at the 3-point line and you're guarding a guard.
This is New Mexico.
Yeah, they want us to guard guards, be able to guard everybody on the court, so we could switch 1 through 5. So we gotta get better at that.
And I see that being I think that's something you'll be able to adjust to quickly. Is be able to play 5 and the 4, maybe some 3.
Yeah.
You know, I could see that because you're so agile.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The jump shot. It looks so smooth. Where did you learn your jump shot? Is there somebody you patterned it after, or who taught it?
Really? It was my coach from high school, Coach BT. He told me, like my form was bad. He fixed my form a little bit and told me to start shooting, and I got the confidence to shoot finally.
Well, it looks like you're getting more and more comfortable with each minute, and congratulations on another exhibition win, JT. And appreciate you coming down courtside.
No Monday's for real now.
Yeah, I can't wait.
All right.
Excited about that?
Yeah, most definitely. First college games.
All right.
Yeah.
We can't wait either.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
job.
JT
Thanks,
Toppin. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
Attorneys and enroll.
JT Toppin post-game here courtside in the historic pit. The Lobos a winner. Exhibition finale 86-73 over New Mexico Highlands. All right, Hunter, let's get to our adjustment of the game. It's brought to you by The Joint, the official chiropractor of UNM Athletics. What do you think was the most important adjustment tonight for the Lobos?
I thought in the second half they turned up the defense and a lot of the jump traps, and especially the play of Quentin Webb, getting deflections, getting steals. I thought that was the big difference. And, of course, Mashburn. I mean, he went on a streak there in the second half, finding his own shot, knocking them down, and I thought there were really two adjustments, both offense and defense.
They definitely were important, and yes, Mash catching fire, that always leads to good things. Okay, Monday next week, it's the lights come on and the stats count, and there will be a W or an L at the end of the night. It's November 6th, the Monday night at 7:30. It's the second game of a Lobo basketball double dip. The women will play at 5 o'clock. The men will follow at 7:30. They're both right here in the historic pit. Ours will take the air live at 7 o'clock with our pregame show here across the UNM Sports Radio Network. Partner, looking forward to that.
Yep.
It's going to be fun, man, to get this season cranked up.
It's for real.
Yep, it counts. Okay, from my broadcast partner, Hunter Green, our producer in studio, Bob Walpole, on-site engineer, Michael Carlisle, I'm Robert Portnoy. That'll do it for us for tonight. Your final score for the final time as the Lobos go 2-0 in exhibition play, and everything counts starting Monday night next week. The Lobos knock off New Mexico Highlands, UNM 86, Highlands 73. So long, everybody, and go Lobos.